So today we are going to do an expansion rebuild with the 2026 NBA rosters, but we're going to put a twist on it. I'm going to take control of the Kansas City Knights at the end of the 2026 NBA season, and I can only build a championship team through the draft. So for year number one, I'm going to allow myself to draft 2 first-round picks and 4 second-rounders, but then going forward, I'm limited to 1 first-round pick and 2 second-rounders. I also can't trade up throughout the NBA draft as well. And the Dallas Mavericks beat the Atlanta Hawks in 5 games to win the 2026 NBA Finals. Cooper Flagg is your Finals MVP. We have added the Kansas City Knights to the Central Division. That's the team we are taking control with today. And after the draft lottery, we're going to be picking 5th in the 2026 draft. The Hawks, via the Derek Queen trade, get the number 1 pick. Joe Mazzulla got fired from the Boston Celtics. I wouldn't mind him trying to lead us to the promised land. Maybe we can get a Greg Popovich. Mark Daigneault got let go as well. And so did Billy Donovan, but all of them reject us. So I'm going to sign Vin Isley to a 1-year deal. Probably not going to bring him back in a year from now. Apparently, we have Doc Rivers, aka Clifton Duncan, as our GM. So I don't know any of these overall since we just added this expansion team. So I don't know if I'm going to land one of the top guys. Billy Davis is probably somebody to worth taking a flyer on. So for the expansion draft, I'm not going to take Desmond Bane. I'm going to take a lot of guys that have team options. So then I'll eventually decline all those team options. But I will draft some guys that I could trade to get my additional first and 3 future seconds. All right, so before we start this NBA draft, I did select 3 players that I could trade: AJ Mitchell, Tyler Kolek, and Jaden Hardy. So I'm going to trade AJ Mitchell to the Pelicans for the 12th overall pick in this draft. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I wish. Can I send AJ Mitchell to Charlotte for 13? I could do that because I wanted to be able to fill out a full roster as well. I'm going to trade Tyler Kolek to the Suns for hopefully 3 second-rounders. They agree to that, so I'm going to have 3 second-rounders in this draft, and then I'm going to trade Jaden Hardy for some future seconds. We'll send him to the Memphis Grizzlies for a 2027 second and a 2030 second. Like I said, I'm allowed 1 extra second every draft, but I am limiting myself to 1 first-round pick. So Arthur Sampson from UConn goes number 1 overall, a power forward to the Hawks. Clay Cook goes number 2 to the Phoenix Suns, a small forward out of Arizona State. The Jazz take Devon Cambridge Jr., a shooting guard out of Oregon State. Boston, don't take the Boise State guy, please. They take DJ Daniels, a center out of Texas State. So we are on the clock. I think I'm going to take Billy Davis, a 6'7 forward, 18. Ceiling is Darius Miles, which isn't great. I mean, Jalen Childress. The floor is Bernard King, and the ceiling is Julius Irving. I mean, we don't know that for sure. You know what? I'm going to talk myself into it. Let's take Jalen Childress. He's the guy we maybe are going to be building around going forward. The 6th overall pick was traded for some future first. I wonder if that wing, Davis, could fall to me at number 12 or at number 13. Let's see. He's still on the board. Nah, he went to the Miami Heat a couple picks before us. 5'11 point guard just went. Johnny Roy just went. So we're on the clock here. I will eventually need a center, so I could take Javonte Kendall, 21-year-old center from Florida. Why not? Here in the second round, I'm going to take a flyer on King Cannon. Maybe he was supposed to go higher. I'm not sure. 18-year-old point guard, 6'4", from Kentucky. When in doubt, take a Kentucky guard. And then I also took Lloyd Wade, a 6'6 forward from Purdue. Brian Hunter does not look very good from Cincinnati. And Dalton Drew from Oklahoma. Kendall doesn't look great. Childress maybe will be good. We'll see. So I'm going to decline the options on everybody here. And then I'm also going to allow myself to sign some undrafted free agents just because I only have 6 guys under contract. So I'm going to sign Hiram Perrier, a point guard from Texas Arlington, 6'7 at 18. Murray Wells, a 6'4 small forward from Wisconsin. And Babacar Babinka, kind of a cool name from Haiti, 6'10 power forward. I'll re-announce the rights on everybody we took in the expansion draft. And then I'm also going to sign JB Ballou, Eric Spencer, and Thomas Cheeks. There's a chance we go 0-82 next year. And last 2 guys, or I'll sign 3 actually. We'll sign these 3. Theodoros Russo from Italy. We're going to get Henry Sterling from England. And then we're also going to get Kelvin Jackson from Memphis. So player progression, Jalen Childress is going to be our top guy. I feel like you need a fro if your last name is Childress in the NBA. Like I said, probably going to go 0-82. Maybe we win 5 games. So it's going to be Dalton Drew as the point guard, Kelvin Jackson as the shooting guard, Jalen Childress as the 3, Babinka as the 4, and Kendall at the 5. We're going to have Sterling, Cannon, Perrier. A bunch of guys are going to get minutes. injuries are on. Like I said, there's a good chance we're going to lose 70 plus games. So if you look at the years pro for everybody, it's all out at 0. It's an all rookie team right now. And let's see how the season goes. We get off to a nice 0-7 start. Nice. Our winning score is Dalton Drew right now. Yeah, it's just going to be a bad year. Okay, we actually won a game though. We are 1-49. When was the win? Oh my God, there's so much red. We beat the Washington Wizards 103-101. Childress had 21 points. I mean, I'm not going to fault the efficiency. He's basically like Kevin Knox on the 2019 Knicks, just chucking shots. King Cannon, kind of a dope name. Nah, he's been actually kind of solid, a 55% true shooting for a guard. Kentucky guardsman. Javonte Kendall, hello. He's averaging 12.5 rebounds. He had 21 in this game, but he's also shooting 35% from the field. Kelvin Jackson, true shooting of a 42%. Babinka, not great. Damn, so I think the point guard, is it King Cannon? Yeah, he's the only guy that's like somewhat efficient on this team. We got nobody to trade. Let's just get this season over with. And we're going to go 2-80. We won 2 games. Javonte Kendall actually won Rookie of the Year because he averaged 12.5 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, 22 years old. Yeah, I'm really hoping I get #1 overall picks in the draft lottery because if not, it is just delaying the process for this team. And I'm able to re-sign the guys we drafted, but everybody has to be drafted currently. So we did get Kendall, Babinka, and King Cannon on all rookie first team. King Cannon might be really good. And then Perrier, 6'7" point guard. Not efficient. Him, Sterling, Jackson, and Jalen Childress, who's probably still our best guy. All rookie second team. Like I said, we ended the season with a 2-80 record, a -37 point differential. We averaged 85 points a night. We gave up 122. Was the defense low-key not the worst? Okay, the defense wasn't terrible. It was bad. It wasn't terrible. Fox and Barnes are your conference finals MVPs, and the Spurs sweep them with Wemby getting finals MVP. Good thing we're also in the Eastern Conference as well. So see some notable retirements. Nobody on our team is retiring, or at least I hope not. League meetings, we're not going to change anything. And here we go, draft lottery. And with the updated lottery odds, I'm pretty sure we're going to fall to 5. But give me some luck, 2K, please. Oh my God. We're not... Watch this happen every year. Like, I'm going to get the #1 overall pick, like, in terms of odds for the next 3 years. Oh my God. This guy... Oh my God. I missed out on Hakan Pembe from Turkey. Jeez, man. That sucks. All right, so I offered a bunch of like real head coaches jobs, hoping to get one of them. I'm going to get Brian Keefe to be the next head coach. Why not? Welcome to Kansas City, Brian. So let's start this NBA draft. The Pelicans get Hakan Pembe. Yeah, that would have been nice. That actually would have been really nice going forward. So the Memphis Grizzlies take Ricky Terry, a center out of Georgia. Also looks really good. Thanks for making me drop to 5. So I have 31, and I'm going to have 42 from Memphis as well. Jamie George here goes to the Spurs, and Darren Ellis to the Bulls. That's somebody I could have thought about taking. So let's see what we got here. There's a Kenneth Wembanyama, a 6'1" point guard. I mean, looks pretty good, but like point guard might be our strong suit. I'm interested about Gary Vincent here, another wing. Rex James, a center. Gilbert Dawkins looks like a defensive stud. But I'm actually going to take Archie Oakley, another guy compared to Julius Erving and Bernard King. He's 6'11". As a small forward, so he could easily be a stretch 4. He's 22 years old on the older side from Bradley. And I don't know what they were feeding these Bradley players, but I also took Grant Peterson, a 6'11 power forward from Bradley at 31. So the teammates reunite. I took Frederick Walker, a 6'10 center from Davidson with the 42nd pick. So I'm probably going to bring back Babinka, King Cannon, Dalton Drew, Sterling. Kelvin Jackson was pretty bad. Wade, I mean, all these guys are going to be bad, obviously. I mean, Perrier, I'm interested in. He's 6'7". I can't believe I said it. Damn it. Byron Hunter, I think I'm going to let walk. Murray Wells, I'm going to bring back. Man, who am I intrigued about? I'll bring back another 6'7" point guard, I'll say it. Lloyd Wade, I'm going to bring back either or as well. So, yeah, we have a bunch of just, like, random names out here. And I'm trying to, like, get familiar with these guys. I mean, Walker and Kendall. So center duo. Kendall was our best rookie last year. We have Babinka, Rookie Peterson, and Lloyd Wade. We're going to have Childress, Oakley, and Murray Wells, Henry Sterling, and then a bunch of guys at the point guard spot that could easily play the 2. So I don't think I need to sign anybody. I am going to renounce the rights on all these free agents. And yeah, we're going to ignore the salary floor. Obviously, I can go out and sign Karl-Anthony Towns, but yeah, we are only building through the draft. I want to make sure I have about 13 roster spots. I'll sign one more guy just in case. I'm not going to get William McNeely, who is here. We'll bring back, I mean, I'd rather just get somebody with size. So Tomas Norris as my 3rd string center. Welcome. I'll give you a fully guaranteed deal for 2 years. All right, play progression. This is good. Whoa, this is really good. For a team that won 2 games, Okay, I don't know what kicked. Maybe the old coach was good with player development, but I'm seeing a lot of green. Childress up to a 77, Cannon up to a 75, Sterling up to a 74. We may win 10 games this year. So let's go here to the 2028 season. King Cannon definitely going to be the starting point guard. I mean, by default, it might be Henry Sterling as the shooting guard. We're going to go Childress. Honestly, I'm going to play Childress at the 2, and I want to start our 5th overall pick. Yeah, let's get him in the rotation. That is Archie Oakley. So we're going to do that. I kind of want Peterson to get a decent amount of minutes as well, the power forward we just drafted. And then we're going to have Kendall at the 5, Babinka at the 4. So let's do something like this. We're going to play Childress, Cannon, and Oakley. Maybe these guys are going to save Kansas City basketball. We're 1.5 stars under Brian Keefe. What are the odds we win a game before October is over? Okay. What are the odds we win a game before November is over? We're 0-15. Okay, never mind. I thought we were going to maybe win like 10 games this year, and we have an injury. It's too, unfortunately, Javante Kendall. What are the odds we can win a game before December is over? I don't know, but we are 0-3. Okay, we won our first game. It's against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'll take it. Wow, let's go. Jalen Childress had 27 and 16. He's low-key been pretty good for us this year, although we can't win a single game. Dalton Drew's been good. Babinka's been a little bit better. At least he can hit his free throws. King Cannon has been efficient. Henry Sterling been better this year. We like to see that. Oakley, he's struggling. All right, so at the deadline, we're 1-50. I believe I just have 1 second rounder this year. I want to pick up a second rounder. So I'm going to probably trade one of these guys. And I can't get anybody to trade for any of my players for a team that is currently 2-57. All right, we beat the Jazz on February 18th. Can we get to 3 wins this year? We have to win one more game this year than we did last year. And of course, we just lost our best player. Jalen Childress is going to be basically out for the year with a broken left leg. We are on 3-win watch. Let's see if we can pick it up. We're 2-77. Oh, okay, so we go 2-80, our record from last year, which I don't get. It would be nice to have Hakan here on our team because he's an absolute stud. Maybe this year I'll get lucky in the lottery. So yeah, that's why I'd like to get like the 5th worst odds because then I maybe would have a better chance going up. Arthur Sampson, the first overall pick last year, wins most improved. So we're not going to see anybody on here. Oh, we could have had an all-NBA type center already if we got the number 1 overall pick. We do get Grant Peterson, wow, on all-rookie first team, 7 points, 4.7 rebounds, a 43% true shooting. And we also get Archie Oakley on all-rookie second team. He was also pretty inefficient. And Archie Oakley was my prize selection for going 2-80 last year. Jalen Childress, I think, could be a really good player. We just got to keep riding him a little bit going forward. Henry Sterling was a lot better this year. This dude shot 41% from 3. I know he's a little bit smaller at 6'1", but I'm going to want to bring him back in the offseason. King Cannon, also kind of good. 36 from 3, still just 20 years old. Dalton Drew, not terrible. Finishing at the rim. Henry Poirier was pretty bad. Babinka, also pretty bad. Kendall, he didn't average 12.5 rebounds like he did last year. Man, this is definitely a tough rebuild. The Spurs are going to sweep the Pistons in the NBA Finals, and De'Aaron Fox, not Wemby this year, takes home Finals MVP. I don't think we're going to have anybody on our team retire. All right, 2K, you want to give me some lottery luck, please? We have, obviously, the best odds, which means we can only fall to 5. We can't fall lower than that. And for the second straight year, they bumped me down to 5. I can't, man. It's so unlucky. How good is like the top guy in this draft? It doesn't look like it's as good as a player from last year. It sucks though. So let's see. The number 1 overall pick is Clarence Sharp, a small forward out of A&M, going to the Portland Trailblazers. I'm also going to try to trade Tomas Norris for a second rounder in this draft. Really? Could I get pick 24 in the second round? Okay, so I have 2 seconds this year. Tyrone White goes number 2, a 5'10" point guard from Nebraska. Spurs like win it all, get the 3rd pick. They take Craig Shaw. Maybe the most intriguing guy so far out of Cincy. And the Nets take Andre Stewart, a 6'3" small forward out of Syracuse. So the Kansas City Knights are up. And I'm going to take another center. I'm going to take Willie Randolph here from Loyola. 7 feet tall. His ceiling was Patrick Ewing. His floor is Ennis Freedom. So, yeah, a wide variance there of Knicks past centers. And I loaded up on another center in the second round, Jason Humphreys, with the 24th pick in the second round. And I took Marcus Ramsey with pick 30, technically 32, right? Yeah, because there's 31 teams in the league now. We're going to bring back Childress, Grant Peterson, Javante Kendall will be coming back, and Frederick Walker I will be bringing back as well. So at least we're going to have some center depth next year. Who do I want to bring back into this group? Definitely Dalton Drew. Definitely JB Below. Lloyd Wade, not really. King Cannon, definitely. Babacar, sure. And Sterling, yeah. Wow, $11 million qualifying offers. I mean, I have to get over the salary floor eventually, right? So all these guys are on qualifying offers. So let's sign some of these guys. King Cannon, 4 years, $16 million. Dalton Drew, 4 years, $23 million. Henry Sterling, he's going to get a bag. 4 years, 62 million. I think everybody else is probably going to come back on the qualifying offer. So let's do that real quick. JB, Murray Wells, Babacar, and Haram, and Lloyd Wade. Player progression, Childress up to an 82. Henry Sterling. I just think of Raheem Sterling in my head now, but maybe a diamond in the rough. Archie Oakley up to a 77. King Cannon 77. Let's go. Can we maybe win more than 2 games next year? I do need to release somebody before the season starts. I have a lot of centers. Maybe it's going to be Lloyd Wade. Yeah, I'm going to release Lloyd Wade before the season starts. All right, so we're going into the 2029 season. We have so much work to do, but at least we have like a foundation going forward. So King Cannon just unfortunately suffered a torn right labrum. He's out 2 to 4 months. Dude was killing it. 51 from the field, 45 from 3. 4 assists a night, and we got off to a good start. We were like 4 and 8, something around that. Now we were probably like 3 and 7, but we're 4 and 23 right now. Hey, we've already doubled our win total from last year. Brian Keefe might end up getting Coach of the Year. Henry Sterling might be a stud. The English assassin. We got Jalen Childress, 6'6", 91 from the free throw line, 17 points, 6.5 rebounds. Cannon's hurt. Willie Randolph, our 5th overall pick, looking pretty good. At least a little bit more efficient than like a Kendall has been in the past. So Wemby just won MVP. Oscar Cardinal, who was the 37th pick in the draft. Okay, rookie of the year. But that was back in 2026. Arthur Sampson turning into a pretty good player with the number 1 overall pick. So yeah, the Hawks got number 1 picks in 2024 and 2026, skipping the Cooper Flag year. Nelson George looks pretty good as well from the 26 draft. All-NBA first team, second team. There's a con on All-NBA 13. Would have been nice to have on the roster. Do we get anybody on the all-rookie teams? We see Khalil Ware on the Pacers now. So all-rookie first team, we do see Willie Randolph. There we go. 10 points, 4.7 rebounds. Not a bad playmaker either. 3.1 assists. I'll take that. And Marcus Ramsey played a little bit this year. Nothing crazy. I don't think we made the play-in tournament this year, folks. So we ended up going 16 and 66. Hey, what? The Jazz went, I think, 17 and 65 last year. So we're becoming more relevant, which is good. Sterling, 18 points. Childress, 17 and a half. Drew, 12 points. 43 from the field. King Cannon got hurt again after that, but honestly, still a productive year at 21 years old. He's under control for the next 4 years. Like Childress, I'm going to re-sign before the season starts, and we signed Sterling. All right, things are looking up. We are going to have the number 1 odds, the Hawks and the Mavericks in the finals again. Can I please get the number 1 pick, 2K? Come on. Let's see. Just don't make me go to 5. Can I at least like go to 3? All right, we get number 2. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's probably a generational guy at number 1, but at least I'm not going down to number 5. We're going to keep Brian Keefe as the head coach right now. Let's go to the pre-draft workouts. Let's see. How good is like the number 1 guy? It doesn't look like there's a consensus number 1 like there was 2 years ago. Looks like there's some solid power forwards. Jeffrey Mitchell from VTech, or you can go Ronald Chetham from Tennessee. Let's see who goes number 1. And it is going to be Ronald Chetham from Tennessee. Okay, so we could end up going that VTech power forward. Shannon Gill, high overall, but honestly, 23 years old. I don't know about that. We could look for like a Rex Pickett from Duke. Ray Allen is the ceiling. The floor is Dale Ellis. I wish that was accurate. I mean, I'm intrigued about the 3-point shooting of Rex Pickett because we kind of have our starting 5 somewhat figured out in a way. I could end up going Jeffrey Mitchell, who doesn't look bad. I mean, he was kind of projected to go number 1. All right, you know what? I'm going to take him out of VTech. All right, so he's a 73 overall at the age of 20. Rex Pickett, 71 overall at the age of 19. I also took Wendell Young, a 6'5 shooting guard from Cincinnati there in the second round. So Childress is going to come back. Jalen Childress, probably our best player still. Archie Oakley, the 5th overall pick from 2 years ago, was better this year. The efficiency went up. Marcus Ramsey, I'm going to bring back. Javante Kendall, I'm going to bring back. Former 13th overall pick that didn't really play last year. And Jason Humphreys, I'm going to bring back as well. Murray Wells is probably gone off this team. I definitely want to bring back Grant Peterson. Perrier, we just have a lot of good point guards right now. I think Babacar will offer these guys the qualifying offer, sure. Frederick Walker, sure. Maybe I'm going to bring back some of these guys. We'll see. Do I have bird rights on anybody? I do. Like, yeah, I'll give Perrier a 2-year deal. I'll give Babinka a 2-year deal. Wells is gone. I think JB Ballou's also kind of gone as well. So let's renounce the rights on him. And I would like to sign Peterson. Yeah, and let's lock him up 4 years, about $16 million. And we should get Frederick Walker back on the QO. So Sterling is up to an 87. 18 points last year. Dude was an efficient stud. 47, 43, 93 split. Still a 6'1 point guard. Jalen Childress is up to an 86. All right. Oakley is up to an 82. Cannon does not go up, I guess, because of the injuries last year, unfortunately. And before the season starts, is there any contract extensions? Childress, $42 million. That's a lot of money. But I'm going to give it to you because we just have to spend in some way, shape, or form. So let's give him a max contract. So it's going to be King Cannon as the one, Sterling, Childress, Oakley, Randolph. I think that's a foundation. Peterson, Drew, Perrier, Mitchell, Babinka, Walker. I would like to get our power forward. Well, I guess that's Jeffrey Mitchell. 15 minutes a night. He is the number 2 overall pick. We'll see how this goes. Can we get a win on opening night? No. Can we win, like, I don't know, 20 games this year? That'd be a step in the right direction. So we're 3-7 to start off the year. Childress broke his leg, unfortunately. So he's out for a little bit. Hopefully this could be a big breakout year for Archie Oakley. All right, so we have 16 wins here at the trade deadline, and we're not last in the Eastern Conference. The Nets, I don't know why they're lower there. I guess it's just because they have more losses, right? And the Hornets are really bad. I guess some things never change. Sterling's averaging 20.9 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4 assists. This guy might be an all-star this year. Is he actually an all-star? No, but he could be on his way. I had no idea. He was an undrafted free agent in year number 1. Childress has been better. 50, 43, 91 splits is kind of incredible. King Cannon, dope name, dope player. He's beastin'. Dalton Drew, I don't know why I said beasting. I was going to say ballin'. Dalton Drew's a really good backup point guard. Archie Oakley's been better this year, 45 from the field, like 6'11 power forward. Willie Randolph, like, still not sold on, but a good player. Grant Peterson struggling a little bit this year with efficiency. Perrier might be end of an era for him. But Babacar also just kind of can't find his footing. I still want to believe in Jeffrey Mitchell. Obviously, he was the 2nd overall pick. So we'll end this season. I don't even know if Kendall, like, was once maybe an encouraging piece for us going forward, but hasn't really played a lot. And Wemby wins MVP. Everett Peterson is your rookie of the year. Wade Woodson, 6th man of the year for the Magic, 6'5". Pretty good player. Wemby Depoy, Asa Newell most improved. Henry Sterling most improved. I mean, this is our guy right now. 50, 45, 92 splits. I thought it was like a lot to give him $18 million. That is worth it. Given that, I think I'm giving Childress, yeah, like $40 million. John Morant is in Golden State. McConnell on All-NBA 2nd team. All-NBA 3rd team is Arthur Sampson, the 1st overall pick from a few years ago. Thanks a lot. Well, actually, I couldn't have gotten the number 1 pick. That was the 1st year of the expansion. DJ Daniels, oof, all defensive 2nd team. I passed up. Or no, he went 1 pick ahead of me, I think. We get Jeffrey Mitchell on all-rookie 2nd team. Still young. We'll see what he's going to be going forward. Did we make a playing tournament spot? No. This is, what, the 2029 season? We go 28-54. 12 more wins from last year. I will take it. Were the Nets pretty good in the second half? The Nets ended up with 33 wins. They were pretty good in the second half. So we have Childress and Sterling, Cannon and Oakley and Drew and Randolph. Like, that's 6 guys, like legitimate guys. I just got to figure out the bench going forward. I still believe in Peterson. I definitely believe in Mitchell, but everybody else might be out. Hopefully we can get lucky in this year's lottery as well. Hawks have kind of dominated this rebuild, and they win the NBA Finals. They beat the Spurs, who've also dominated at times as well. All right, draft lottery time. Now that I don't have the best odds, I have the 3rd best odds. You want to lift me up 2K? That would be nice. Nope, you just send me down. I get the 6th overall pick in this year's draft. And let me guess, there's a stud? No? Yeah, I guess like the Hakan guy was like the only guy that's been like a superstar so far in the draft. Byron Poole from Seton Hall goes number 1. Interesting. Number 2 is going to be Bernard McCaw from Arizona. Okay, solid player. Like, whoever I'm going to take here is going to be a bench piece for us, but I kind of want them to be good right away. Terry Nance would have been a solid selection from Northern Iowa. Ray Kemp goes right before us. All right, so we're on the clock here. Edgar Pierce looks intriguing out of the gate. Alonzo Mourning, yeah, I do need another center. Greg Robbins, I don't really need another point guard. Tomas Tatum, this is basically deuce. I could take BJ Peterson. I think I'm going to take Tomas Tatum here. A little bit risky, but he's out of high school. 73 overall, tied for 2nd, but he's 19. Like, 1 overall lower than Byron Poole, but also 4 years younger. And I took a center in the 2nd round by the name of Haman Nunez, and I also got Mo Christie at 34, technically 35. Oakley's coming back, Randolph's coming back, Wendell Young I'll bring back still for now. Penbay, last year of his team option. I'll give Kendall the qualifying offer, Humphreys the qualifying offer, Walker no, Marcus Ramsey sure. But these guys, yeah, they're all restricted basically, and they're not really going to have too big of roles on the team going forward. I mean, Kendall, honestly, end of an era, 13th pick in the 26th draft, just could not be efficient as a center. I'm going to let him walk and Frederick Walker since we've drafted some centers over the years. All right, so we're going to get Jason Humphreys and Marcus Ramsey. Player progression, Childress is up to a 90 overall. Sterling's an 89. Oakley's an 87. Randolph's an 81. Mitchell is an 80. Let's ride. That's a fun team. I do need to release somebody before the season starts. I think it might be Marcus Ramsey here. Probably should have been Babacar, but either way, I'm excited about next year's season. I probably should have re-signed somebody before the season starts, maybe Archie Oakley, but it'll be restricted at the end of the year. It's going to be Cannon, Sterling, Childress, Mitchell, Randolph, with Oakley as a sixth man, Drew, Peterson. I don't really even want to play Babinka anymore. It'll be Humphreys, and then I want it to be my first round pick this year, which was Tomas Tatum. He can get like 16 minutes a night. Humphreys can get 16. Peterson can get 19. And we'll go a little bit more to Archie Oakley. System proficiency, 3.5 stars. We've come a long way from 1.5 stars. What are the odds we can play playing tournament basketball this year? I'm hoping for the best. We get off to a 5-6 start. Not bad. Can we play around 500 basketball? I would love to go like 41-41. We're 8-11 right now. Sterling's averaging 19.5. Childress 18. Oakley 15. All right, so maybe not playing tournament basketball this year. I mean, like, we could definitely get there. Oh yeah, for sure. We're only a game out of the playing tournament right now. We're 21-31 at the deadline. The point differential is at -1.1, which is actually better than like the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are in a playoff spot right now. So maybe we have a strong second half. Childress is dropping 22 a night. Sterling 21 a night. Cannon 15 a night, 5.5 assists. Oakley could be in the 6 man of the year combos. Willie Randolph's been a very productive center. Just wish he was a better rebounder. Unfortunately, Dalton Drew's shot is kind of cratered in his age 27 season. Jeffrey Mitchell has been better this year in year number 2. Peterson, 38 from 3, 81 from the free throw line. Hell yeah. Obviously, I can't make any trades right now. I don't know if there's anybody I want to re-sign. King Cannon, yeah, we can lock him up on a 2-year extension. Maybe a 3-year extension going forward. I mean, I can't get anybody else on the open market. So Dalton Drew, let's see if we could buy low on him. Because yeah, I can't trade for anybody. I do wish, like, I don't know if there's like a stud in this draft as well. Yeah, Theodore Stewart looks good. If you were going to give me the #1 overall pick 2K in any year, let it be this year if we don't make the playoffs. And we are going to go 33-49. Cooper Flagg is your MVP. Johnny Sims is your rookie of the year for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trey Johnson, 6th man of the year in Minnesota now. Wemby Depoy, most improved to Samuel Claxton. Devin Booker, clutch player of the year. There's Hakan on the Pelicans, All-NBA second team. There's Marion Porter from the 27 draft. Oh my God, the 9th overall pick. So I definitely passed up on this guy. I think I had the 5th overall pick that year. That's brutal by me. Blaine Flash, the 7th overall pick in the 26th draft, also passed up on him. Looks like a pretty good center than Kendall, who I drafted. So did we make the play? And we did. All right, we're the 10th spot. So we're getting better, although I would like to get the #1 pick in the draft. I am thrilled about Sterling and Childress carrying this team. Cannon, Oakley, Willie Randolph. Dalton Drew was not much better in the second half. So can we beat the Brooklyn Nets, who are led by Dariq Whitehead, Kasper Shakuchonis, Andre Stewart, pretty good player already. Vitaly Semenko from Ukraine, 10th overall pick in the 29 draft. Jay Will, Shaden Sharp, Claxton, Proctor off the bench. Let's see if we can upset them on the road. I feel like this would be an upset for the Kansas City Knights. We're down by 18 now. All right, so we're not going to be playing in the playoffs this year. We end up losing by 18. Mitchell had 21 points. Nice to see from the 21-year-old. Jalen had 20 and 10. Oakley had 16. Sterling, what happened to Sterling? I think he got hurt. Either way, I am completely fine this year with what we have. Giannis and Ant, conference finals MVPs. Minnesota wins in 6. Ant is your finals MVP. Anthony Davis, Clint Capella, Bobby Portis, Malik Beasley, Sabonis. A lot of notable retirements this year. AD and Embiid to the Hall of Fame. So we will have a lottery pick. I'm going to hope this is our last lottery pick that we have in this video. So 2K, let me go out with a bang. We have the 9th best odds. It's not impossible. I've seen teams move up from 14 before. Give me #1. Damn, I would have been hyped. We actually dropped from 9 to 11. That is brutal. The Jazz get #1. They're lucky. All right, so we're gonna bring back Brian Keefe as our head coach, and the Jazz get Theodore Stewart out of St. John's. I'm jealous. So I ended up taking 2 shooting guards in this draft with the 12th overall pick. I took Howie Palmer, a shooting guard, a little bit undersized from Southern Illinois, and then I ended up taking here George Green from Utah in the 2nd round. I'm going to sign both of them. We're going to bring back Randolph, Mitchell. I think Nunez, because I need the center depth. Mo Christie, I don't want to give up on him yet. John Morant is going to be a free agent. Jason Humphreys, I'll give the QO. Same to Oakley, but not to Wendell Young. So Oakley wants $50 million. That is a bit ridiculous, but I will be giving you a lot of money. Perrier's probably gone. He's been here for, I don't know, as like a 3rd string point guard. I really don't mind him. But Binka's going to be gone, though. Humphreys, I'd like to bring back because I do need the center depth. So let's check out player progression. Childress is up to a 93. Sterling's up to a 91. Oakley's an 88. Randolph's an 85. Mitchell's an 83. Like, low-key, these overalls can get you an NBA title, but can they just perform on the biggest stage, and we also have injuries on, which is tough. And now these guys are getting expensive. Willie Randolph wants $42 million. I'll give it to you, man. Like, I really don't have another choice since I can't go out and trade for somebody or sign for somebody. So we got Cannon, Sterling, Childress, Oakley, Randolph, Mitchell, Humphries, Drew, Peterson, Tatum, and Sharp all getting minutes. And here at the trade deadline, the Kansas City Knights are 27-24, 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Maybe not as good as the 14-point differential Atlanta Hawks, who are kind of insane. Matthew Webb, pretty good player as well at the 5 spot. But yeah, we are good right now. We could be playing playoff basketball for the first time in Kansas City Knights history. And we got Sterling back, so he's been kind of injury prone somewhat throughout this, but Cannon has been a lot more efficient this year. Dalton Drew has been a lot more efficient this year, I meant to say. Oakley, pretty good player. He's a 90 overall. King Cannon's an 83. Sterling, just a 66.8% true shooting percentage. So we are 32-29 at the contract extension deadline. Henry Sterling, you are coming back at the end of the year. I can't afford you to leave. I'll give you whatever you want. And we are 38-31. We're going to end the season above 500. It took how many years? We're 2032 now. I'll take it, man. Oh, who got hurt before the playoffs? Of course, man. Henry Sterling has just been hurt so much, which is killing me. Thank God it's day-to-day. And Ja Morant wins MVP. Theodore Stewart is your Rookie of the Year for the Utah Jazz. Nolan Traore, 6th Man of the Year for the Phoenix Suns. Wemby's your Depoy. Ralph McMillan is your Most Improved Player for the LA Lakers. Pretty good player, definitely. Ace Bailey, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. Alexander Panel is your Executive of the Year. Ja, Wemby, Edgecombe, Marion Porter. Yeah, I passed up on him. All-NBA first team. Hakan Penbe, All-NBA second team with the rookie Terry, 2nd overall pick in the 27th draft. Didn't have a chance to take him. I think he was 1 pick after Penbe. Yeah, so would have been nice to get a top 2 pick there. Blaine Flash, really good center. Damn, I missed out on a lot of centers throughout this rebuild. And we ended the season as a 3 seed. So we're finally in the playoffs. We're taking on the Detroit Pistons in round number 1. We are fully healthy, ready to go. So what I want to do here for the playoffs, we are going to play the starters a ton. Perrier is not going to get minutes because Drew's going to be the backup point guard. Maxwell Sharp actually was not bad. Tomas Tatum. I think I'm actually going to play Maxwell Sharp over Tatum for the playoffs. He's going to get 12 minutes. Grant Peterson, pretty good. Going to get 18. Drew's going to get 15 minutes a night. Humphries Humphries is going to get probably 16 because I'm going to go 32 to Randolph. We're going to go... Oh, no, wait. I got to get Sterling in here. Thank God. So I actually don't even think I'm going to play Maxwell Sharp. I think Mitchell is going to come off the bench instead of Oakley, and we're going to go something like... this. Yeah, let's do that. So Sterling, 37 to you. I would like to go a decent amount to Childress as well. 37 to Childress, 31 to Cannon, 31 to Oakley. We are 4 stars under Brian Keefe, taking on a Pistons team that has Cade Cunningham, Wallace Collins, 16th overall pick in the 28 draft. Like, why can't I take these guys? Brandon Miller, Shannon Gill, Nick Claxton, Murray Wells, no way. No freaking way. Oh my God, I should have gave him a chance. That's brutal. All right, game 1 goes to Detroit, 139-109. Childress with 24, Oakley with 19, Sterling with 16. He goes 6 of 17, 4 of 13, and he fouled out. What a horrible game. We do win game 2, though, 143-109. Jalen Childress, the 5th overall pick back in 26, 32-10. He's 27 years old. Randolph with 21-9-8 and 3 blocks. Oakley with 27-9-5. We do win game 3 as well. Come on, let's get a playoff series victory this year. Sterling with 28, Cannon with 24. We're going to lose game 4, 128-117. Sterling with 12 assists in this one. I feel like I should just make him my point guard. We do win game 5, 114-100. 29 for Sterling, 20 for Childress. Game 6 goes to the Kansas City Knights, and we get a playoff series victory. Oh my God. Jalen Childress had 51 in game 6, and Sterling had 40. This is like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. 40 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. He hit 10 threes. And we're going to be taking on Philly or Toronto, and it's going to be Toronto. So we are the 3 seed. Childress has a shin splint injury. He's day-to-day. Sterling, 26.8 points. Cannon, 17. So we're taking on Toronto. They're led by Tyrese Maxey, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and Charles Bassey. Colin Murray, Boyles, Jacoby Walter, Jace Richardson, and Diabate, all coming off the bench. We win game 1, 130-98. Childress with 30, Cannon with 25, 6 and 5. Randolph with 23 points, Sterling with 8 assists. We're going to win game 2, 147-114. Childress with 37, Sterling with 27, Cannon with 26 and 11. Game number 3 goes to Kansas City, 120-115, 31, 14 and 6 for Childress, 30 points for Sterling, 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Can we go to the conference finals? Bang, there we go, man. Childress and Sterling are going off for us. We're taking on the 4-seeded Magic. Childress averaged 32 in round 2 in that sweep. Sterling averaged 24, 7, and 7. All right, can we beat the Orlando Magic? They still have Powell and Franz. They have Mitchell Dudley here as the center. They have Jordan Hawkins and Anthony Black in the backcourt from the 23 class. Wade Woodson, that's a point guard I would try to trade for. We win game 1, 130-121. The Kansas City Knights, in their first time making the playoffs, are 1 game or 3 games away from the NBA Finals. Sterling and Childress fouled out in this game as well. Jeez. Game 2 goes to Orlando. Nobody said it was going to be easy. King Cannon dropped 24 points. He's been underrated for us in the playoffs. A second round pick too. We go down 3-1, or we go down 2-1. We lose by 3. Cannon with 25. Randolph with 22. Game 4, we win. Okay, we're not done yet. 47. This has been the King Cannon series. Oh my God, he's averaging 27 in the 4 conference finals games. Can we take a 3-2 victory? No, we lose by 4. Oakley at 24. Sterling 20. Childress 20. What a magical run this has been. Don't let it end now. And it ends now. Cooper Flagg and Paolo Banchero, conference finals MVPs. We lost by 4. Damn, Sterling at 36. So we lost game 5 by 4 and game 6 by 4. It's brutal. The Mavericks won at 7. Cooper Flagg is your finals MVP. But hopefully this team is going in the right direction. And maybe next year we are playing in the NBA Finals. So we're not going to have a crazy lottery pick. It's actually going to be at number 21. And there looks like there's a pretty good center. Jin Liu here from China. Yeah, a stud that's going to be a New York Knick. Shades of Yao Ming as a center from China going number 1 overall. We're going to take, I think, Deion Burks here, 6'5" point guard from Utah State with the 21st pick. And then I just wanted to take like a center. I took Ralph Gravett here from Florida at 53. So we're going to sign Deion Burks, 6'5" shooting guard from Utah State. We're going to bring back Mitchell, Tomas Tatum, and George Green. For now, Ramon Nunez is not, we're not going to bring him or Mo Christie back. And we're going to bring back Henry Sterling, 5 years, $241 million or whatever that was, 47, making sure he will not say no. And Mo Christie comes back on the QO. So Childress is the 94, Oakley's the 91, Sterling's the 92. This could be the year. I do need to cut somebody before the season starts, so I guess it will end up being Mo Christie, who I didn't plan on bringing back anyway. Is there anybody we could sign after this? Can I? No, I can't even do that right now, I guess. Jokic is going to retire at the end of the year. And hopefully we can maybe be a top seed in the Eastern Conference. So at the deadline, can't make any trades, but we are 33-17 with a 7.7 point differential. I wonder if we can get like an MVP. Probably not, but Childress, who was a playoff riser, same with Sterling, both averaging just under 20 points per game. And any contract extensions to get done with Childress, yeah, we'll lock him up for more years. All right, so Shea wins MVP for the Sacramento Kings. Lou is your rookie of the year for the Knicks. Dave Wagner, 6th man of the year. Wemby, Depoy, Rex. Oh, man. I was going to take him. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a little bit. I think I was going to take him over the Virginia Tech power forward. Damn. Hakan and Arthur Sampson, All-NBA first team. Flash, Terry, Porter, second team. Daniels left Boston and go to Golden State. You got Wallace Collins there from Detroit. Pavel Popovich, could have drafted him, I think. Nelson George goes. I don't know if we would have had an all-rookie player this year. No. So we ended the season as the 1 seed. Man, we might be the team of destiny right now. 16-22, 10.9 point differential. Sterling and Childress, just an elite 1A, 1B. Let's see what we're going to do for the playoffs. So we're going to go to a 9-man rotation. I don't think I'm going to play Maxwell Sharp. We're going to play, I think Jason Humphrey is actually a pretty good backup center. He'll be the backup center. Randolph's going to get 32. We'll go 16 to Humphreys. Tomas Tatum. I don't know. I'm either going to play him or Peterson. Peterson's a little bit more efficient. Let me see here. So we're going to go 33 a night to Cannon. I want to go like 37 to Sterling and Childress. Oakley's going to play the 4. Mitchell has been okay. I'm going to go 20 minutes to Mitchell. We'll go about 32 to Oakley. Yeah. And then let's go 37 to Childress. All right, we'll stick with the 10-man rotation for now. I could definitely switch it up. Yeah, am I not going to play Dalton? What's his name? Oh, no, Dalton Drew's getting 13 minutes. All right, we're taking on the New York Knicks. They have Nick Clifford, Glenn Cobb, De'Aaron Fox, who's won a Finals MVP, Cat Johnson, and Jin Liu, and Edmund Ross. Okay, not a bad team. We do win game 1, though, 153-118. Man, we could score. Game 2 goes to the Knicks, 99-96. I don't love that. 111 from Randolph, 3-10 from Oakley. That can't happen. We do win game 3, 145-113, 34 for Sterling, 25 for Randolph, 23 for Childress. We do win game 4, 121-108, Cannon with 21, Oakley with 21, and game 5 we end up winning 121-108, 25 for Cannon, 22 for Randolph. Taking on the Detroit Pistons here in round number 2. 23 for Sterling, 21 for Childress, 20 for Cannon. Can we beat the Pistons, who have Brandon Miller, Clowney, Smith, Asar, Collins, and Cade? We beat them last year. They do win game 1 by 17. Brandon Miller had 30. We win game 2. I'm nervous, man. Sterling drops 30 here. We win game 3, 146-112. Childress drops 34 points in 33 minutes. How's Tomas Tatum been in the playoffs? Kind of useless, honestly. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to eliminate him from the rotation. We'll go like 15 to Peterson, 15 to Drew. We'll go a little bit less to Mitchell, who's also kind of been useless. And I can go a little bit more to Oakley, who's also been bad, actually. So I don't know about that. Let's just go 40 minutes to Sterling and Childress. Why not? Game 4, we lose. Maybe I shouldn't have messed with this too much. 30 for Randolph in this one. 13 rebounds for Childress. Game 5 goes to Kansas City. We drop 140. I feel like we have a good game then a bad game. Good game and a bad game. But we do win 2 in a row. 32 for Wallace Collins, but 31 for Childress. And we are taking on the Atlanta Hawks here in the conference finals. So let's see what happens. We lost to a Southeast team last year in the Orlando Magic. The Hawks have been unreal. Lisa Shea's at 95. They kept Trae Young. Arthur Sampson's a beast. Jaden Hardy's still there. 126-106. Wow. Archie Oakley drops 36 points. Knocks down 9 free throws, 5 threes. Sterling was great. Game 2. Bang. We're 2 games away from the NBA Finals, please. 1 game away from the NBA Finals. We won by 3. Sampson at 36 and 17. It was not enough. 59 from Cannon and Childress. We're going to lose game 4. That's fine. We lose by 20. Just don't blow a 3-0 lead. We win game 5. Bang. We are in the NBA Finals. We win a close one. King Cannon dropped 40 in this one. Bro, is he going to win Conference Finals MVP? He could. He definitely could. Let's see. Are we taking on Sacramento or Golden State? It's going to be Sacramento. Shea versus Childress as the Conference Finals MVP. So they have Shea, Cedric Howard, man, I can't believe I traded him. Can't believe I traded him. Or I let him walk, I think. I non-tendered him. Ron Holland, Clark Barlow from St. John's here. Jalen Wells. So they got Wells and they got Coward. Collier, Jackson, and Aldama. They have a bunch of former Grizzlies. Game 1 goes to the Knights, 113-106. Cannon with 29 and 11. What has gotten into this guy? Childress with 25, 12, and 6. We do lose game 2 by 20. Man, that's a good Kings team, man. Game 3 goes to the Knights, 120-185. 42 and 17 for Childress. I can taste it. 3-1. We win 119-114. Just get it done in 5. Bang. Wow, Kansas City Knights win the 2033 NBA Finals. We started this like officially in 2027. And Jalen Childress gets Finals MVP. We did it, man. We did it. So I turned an expansion team around by only drafting. And I got Henry Sterling as an undrafted free agent. We drafted Childress and Cannon in year 1. Oakley in 2027. Randolph in 28. Dalton Drew in 2026 in the first year. Jason Humphreys in 28. Mitchell in 29. Peterson in 27. Tatum in 30. And yeah, we got it done. Shout out to Brian Keefe, the head coach. I'm happy we did it. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer, honestly, but we had such good internal development. So if you guys did enjoy this expansion rebuild challenge, if you did, I appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments any other expansion or just rebuild challenges you'd like to see. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.